That's right. It's the morning show right here on KVVB TV, channel 33, Facebook Live, Periscope TV, LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live, and now, of course, Roku TV. Glad to have you with us. On today's show, boy, we have got a lot of information to talk about. Boy, oh boy, it has been like a 48, 24, whatever you call it. We were off yesterday. Yes, that's right. We had to do a little bit of business on our neck of the woods. However, glad to be back. Reality has hit many homes in the U.S., and we're here to share some of just many of the stories, including, though, some stories that we saw that were also quite positive. So we want to talk to the rest of you. We want to, of course, get your input. How do you input with all of our information? Well, if you're watching us on television, of course, you can always follow us online. You can follow us online as well, and then we can go ahead and talk and chat online as well via our Facebook channel, KMET 1490 AM, KVVB TV 33, and or myself at Aaron M. Sanchez. All right, people. We got Mr. Jesse Sanchez over there. Jesse, how you holding up over there?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
Good, great, wonderful. Okay, lots of people obviously going out and about, by the way. I've got a story. Actually, it was a personal story, a really personal story, but I'm going to share it around the corner when we rejoin our ABC News radio audience. But quick question, Jesse. I understand you're kind of prepared for the whole, coronavirus. Pretty prepared. How prepared are you, Mr. Jesse Sanchez?
Not prepared enough. Or are you talking about my funny mask?
No, I'm not talking about anything. No, we keep that for flashback, come back. We got to work on our timing here. We got to seriously talk. No, seriously.
No, I'm good. We're good.
Jesse, okay, for the rest of you, already spoiler alert. All right, Jesse, you have a.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah, okay.
No,
He's
I
like,
just spoiled
take
nothing.
two, cut and edit. Yeah, this is live.
It's a scarf.
Got it. You got a special scarf that you just. Okay, got it. Okay. Well, we'll come back with a little Jesse Sanchez a little bit later. However, on today's show, we got lots to talk about. Both serious, both heartfelt, both warm. Yes, of course, a lot of people are looking for something to watch online. And we're hoping maybe, just maybe, if you're tuning in online, just maybe you might actually share us. Give us a like, give us a heart, share us, spread the word. We're going to keep this whole show very upbuilding. The end of the show, you're going to be like, wow, I'm so glad I watched that. The morning show, I'm so addicted to this. I'm going to watch it day in, day in. And then all of a sudden you're back to work and everything's back to normal. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned. All right, that's right. Lots of changes we're having in our livelihood. Can we call it that? I don't know. The way we go from day to day, different changes, right? How are you holding up around the world? We want to know in social media. I've seen a lot of videos of like Italians. It's like I really kind of wish I were visiting Italy right now. I know some people are like, no, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't. However, they're really like, have you seen the videos, Jesse? My lady was watching a video of like someone, they did like a little concert, the opera singer, and then another person over on another balcony was playing like the jazz. You know, what is that? I'm not a musician. The saxophone? Have you seen any of that?
I've not seen any of that.
Yeah, it's quite heartwarming. You're kind of like, oh, look at that. Like they're all stuck in their balconies, but they're all like, oh, hey, yo, hey, I've been looking down at you for quite some time. I'm so sorry about that. You know, it's like people really get to know their neighbors because they're like, we don't get to talk. No social media. Some, right?
Right? Read a book.
Yeah, really. And
That'll
you
work.
know what? I mean, in some way, shape, or form, if we can look at the positive side of this, if there is a positive side,
We got 5 seconds.
some people are actually going out and you know what? They're being really kind to one another. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. It's the morning show
That's
right here
right.
on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. Joining our live TV audience over there at KVVB TV, Channel 33, Facebook Live, Periscope TV, LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live, and now, of course, our favorite family over there, Roku TV. Thank you for being added to the entire rest of the show. We appreciate many of you tuning in on social media. If this is your very first time watching, perhaps because unfortunately now, like so many, they're staying home right now and they are being more safe than sorry. Because let's face it, you can go out there, you can get a lot of stuff done, especially right now. Have you seen the traffic? The traffic reports are probably, they're like, well, we got no traffic. What are we going to do? But seriously, Jesse, have you noticed the traffic kind of die down, quite literally?
I've noticed it die down a little bit, but for me, not too much.
Not too much. Okay. All right. Maybe for us, it was just especially yesterday and then the day before, but we were like in that midday traffic, non-traffic. However, the world is actually feeling coronavirus. It's the biggest topic since quite some time, actually, which has really, when you think about it, around the world, people are feeling the pinch. People are getting like, what am I going to do? What's going to go and happen next? All that I can say is I could just share like something, kind of what I feel kind of a heartfelt moment for us. So yesterday, Jesse, I don't know about you, but of course, you're thinking about your family members. You're thinking about those, especially those that are hardest hit by this coronavirus, which I believe is the real reason the majority of us, of course, say, whoa, 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 because, of course, those at risk, whether they have a heart disease, whether they have any other, or they're one of those potential victims that have a hard time fighting this particular virus off. For example, 65 and over, right? What was the advice there? Was it mandatory? No, it was suggested. However, can it be mandatory? Who knows? We're not here to speculate. At the same time, Jesse, do you think of like, the older ones around in your neighborhood?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're staying in.
Yeah, I don't know about like your mom. I know my mom and I know her age. I'm not going to let that out there, but 65 and over. Okay, so there you go. But, obviously I'm like, okay, more safe than sorry, right? I'm always like, okay, I had already told her prior to this, please go ahead and just self-isolate because you never know what's out there. I just, I don't know if I'm overprotective of my mom. I think I don't know about you. Are you overprotective of your mom or are you just kind of like, whatever, she's good? Self-sufficient.
No, I'm always overprotective of my mom. I don't want her to go yet.
Yeah, you,
Still too
me,
young.
and I think each and every one of us, right? Like literally all of us. So of course, these kind of things, I think if you're kind of like me, you kind of question, you look at that, you think of all the elderly one in our, just livelihood, right? Like seriously, we sometimes, they say think about those and then we're like, yeah, okay, we go about our day without a call, without a visit, without flowers, hint hint, wink wink. Okay, so here's what happened. So long story, very very short, as short as I could make it. Both me and my lady, I said, you know what, we're going to go ahead. I mean, we need help over at the house, right? The little one, of course, all the schools like shut down, right? So of course, a lot of families, of course, are having to pick up the additional, like, wait, who's going to take care of the little one, right? Who has a lot of time? Oh, that's right, my mom. Yeah, so we said, in the infinite wisdom, said, well, why don't we go ahead and bring her up the hill to Victorville, and him, they can go ahead and like spend some time, go ahead and bring the dog, bring the cat, bring the other cat. Yeah, it's a whole family. And so why don't we just kind of combine? She takes care of him. And oh, by the way, safe, free from what? Going out. That's right. We come home, bring the stuff, whatever we need to do, yada, yada, yada. So that's the plan, right? For our family. Pretty much our family. However, so we made a little trip, a little drive down the street known to some in the area, Rancho Cucamonga. And Rancho Cucamonga, we love this place. Love it. Trader Joe's. When's the last time you've been to a Trader Joe's, Jesse?
I've never been to one.
Well, don't go right now because seriously, like they have nothing on the shelves. You'd be like, this is a terrible place. Why does everybody recommend it? No, seriously, a lot of this stuff gone. It's sad. But I have this cheese that I really like. And so all we went, because we were already prepared. I told you on the show a while back, I said we wanted to get prepared beforehand with the essential items. We didn't go crazy, no hoarding type stuff like some people are doing, or price gouging. We'll talk about that next. However, we're like, okay, you know what? We're all going to go back up to the house. We got some of her food, brought it all together, combining, food intake together. However, guess what? Trader Joe's. What do we want? Wine and cheese. That's it. That was it. That was our essential. And guess what? Boy, oh boy. If there's ever a good time to buy wine, plenty of it. Just lots of it. I'm not saying go and get drunk, obviously, but you want a little wine with your cheese, your grapes. We're like, ooh, poor Italians. Oh, we could have an Italian food over here. Okay, so long story made a lot longer. Evidently, there was this cashier. This cashier was, I didn't get his name. I should have probably gone and gotten like his picture and be like that. But these are those really cool moments that you kind of go like, you know what? Wow, this is very special. This is a very special moment. So this is what happened. So long story, made really long. We go, in his aisle, strike up a conversation as we happen to do around town. And, he starts talking about his own grandma and grandpa, right? He's like, yeah, I have them already set up. What am I going to do after this? I'm actually going to bring them some more supplies. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take care of them. I'm taking care of them right now. I'm like, oh, you know what? We're doing the same with my mom. Yeah, she's right here. She's like, oh, hey, hello. And, so he looks over at her. We think nothing of this, all right? We're all like, okay, check out. Here's a credit card. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, have a great day. Wonderful. We walk out of the Trader Joe's. Literally, we're like, okay, where's the car? That whole like, where did I park? So I'm busy like, where did I park? Oh yeah, we brought 2 cars, her truck, my car. Yeah, all right. And so I'm focused on that. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, who steps out of the Trader Joe's to stop us? Like, oh no, somebody, did you steal? I hope you didn't steal. God, don't steal. Yeah, you mom? Oh, mom, you're one of those, aren't you? Nope. With a bouquet of flowers. Yeah, he brought out a free bouquet of flowers for my mom. For my mom. Like, seriously, not even his mom. Like, seriously. It's like, all right. So there she is, happy as a cucumber, by the way. Boy, oh boy, was her day made. Day made, week made, month made, the whole, year probably made. You know why? She said to me, and I quote, she said, I've never had anybody, a stranger, give me flowers. And a beautiful bouquet at that, really. No, seriously. So there you go. So is that not a really good act of kindness, Jesse?
That's an amazing act of kindness. I love it.
Yeah, just a random act. I don't know how he paid for that. Hopefully employee discount. However, he just came out. And he took it upon himself to just get those flowers, grab it. I don't know what his thought process was, but, I would have loved to have been like a fly on that wall. Be like, what was he thinking the moment he says, you know what? I really want to get this young lady some flowers, right? Was he wanting to make her day? Did she remind him perhaps of his grandparents? Who knows? He was a young guy. So I could see that. And, technically kind of made me feel bad. I'm like, ooh, I forgot to get flowers for her. I'm just trying to move her up the hill. Maybe I'll get flowers for her later. Put me to shame, really did. But, just that whole story. I don't know what that makes you all think, but I know for me and our family, it put a smile on our faces. That's right. It put a really big smile, especially around this whole time where everybody's like so scared, so fearful. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? People raiding, people price gouging. People are buying up the wazoo, stocking up, trying to resell. And I applaud this, by the way, Amazon, eBay, they put a stop to that. I don't know about you, Jesse. Did you see these stories?
Yes, I heard those stories, and I'm glad that they did that. So glad.
Yeah. Some people say, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Amazon and eBay, they did something about it. Yes, price gouging is when people, well, here's the definition. It's a term referring to when a seller increases the prices of goods, services, or commodities to a level much higher than is considered reasonable or fair and is considered, this is the key word, I think, exploitive, potentially to an unethical context. Well, of course, people are like, well, I got to profit. You're not going to profit, but I'm going to profit. So at the expense of somebody else, they hoard, right? So there were all these stories bouncing off all over the news headlines. People taking more than what they needed. And one family, they ate a little bit too much what they could, like, seriously, they can't bite it all. And they're just like, oh, we're hoarding. Anyway, long story short, not calling them out on it because I'm sure now they understand, big mistake. But they were reselling these things on these different sites. And so, of course, desperate people, because guess what? You hoard, you take more than necessary because you're like, oh, I need all this, I need this. You don't use half of it. And now the other person's like, hey, where's that toilet paper, right? I would love to see people actually kind of go, you know what? I kind of went a little crazy. Let me go ahead and put that back. Sorry, can I get a refund? Okay, great. Yeah, because somebody else is probably going to need it, right? Oh, there's not other options for like a bidet? Oh, yeah, that's right. Bidets, people, bidets. Okay, so long story short, yeah, be careful out there. Seriously, a lot of people, a lot of crazy people too. You got to watch your back always, like who's going what. You know, look, will we get through this? Of course we will. When's the last time we've ever gotten through anything we haven't gone through? Right? We're still here. Okay, so be careful out there, people. Yes, take the necessary precaution. Be obviously safe. Make good, conscious, self-conscious decisions, but don't go overboard. What's wrong with people these days? Why? They go so wrong that they like, oh, let's, go from bad to worse. Let's stop that, people. Seriously. Some people, look, price gouging, simple. I mean, look, you got price gouging, you got people probably going to be like, oh, I'm going to go raid stores. Yeah, with all the businesses now closed, what do you think is going to happen? So sad for a lot of the businesses. So, of course, security, put that up as much as you possibly can. People get desperate in desperate times. Have you seen that to be the case, Jesse?
With what I've seen online and stuff around, yes,
Yeah, people
very
just
much
get
so.
desperate, right? And they just like, it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, people. It really isn't. No, seriously, you have to be safe, of course. But don't be like, seriously, just moral high ground going down the tube. It's terrible. So, look, people, be obviously good. End of story. Good. You're good. Everybody else is good. Guess what? You put a little bit of that acts of kindness, remind people what it's like to be good during this time. And we have a lot of stories like that. Oh boy, do we. Yeah, sure. Coronavirus up here in San Bernardino. That's the big talk of the town. Woo woo. Coronavirus everywhere. Yes, that's right. It's everywhere. It's everywhere all around the world. People are like, no, it's actually not. This is whole conspiracy. Really? You really want to risk your whole family members, especially those most susceptible, because you yourself want to be right? Yeah, no, not on my watch. No. So, of course, be safe, be better than sorry, right? The worst thing when people actually I think it was on their deathbed, I think of this nurse. It was an interesting story. She did this whole top 10 list. They're on their deathbed. Regret. That was number 1 on the list? Regret. Regret for doing something bad, doing something wrong, or just really hurting people, hurting everyone around them. And they're like, oh, no, yeah, it was good at the moment. However, guess what? Regret. It's the single most biggest thing people put out there. And then it comes right back to haunt them in the end. So think for a minute. If you are in this desperate mode and you're like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Will I regret what I'm about to do? Will I regret miserably what I'm about to do? Oh my goodness, in that final day when I have to be in front of the man in charge, will I regret everything I just made? All those decisions. What's a good regretful decision? I don't know. Why don't you think of those around you rather than yourself? First and foremost. Once you do that, you got to pretty much figure out the rest of it kind of falls into line. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong then? All right. Okay. Does it matter? I don't know. But I do know this. Share your comments and social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the places you can find us at. LinkedIn. We're there. Download us on Roku. It's KVVB TV. Let us know what you think on social media. Who knows? Maybe we might share your own comments. Next, here on The Morning Show. Stay tuned. All right. Look, we're checking out your social media comments, seeing what you have to say on Periscope. Big shout out to Yuppie, M. Luna, Martine, Rick Martine. Sorry. Switch up. Dewey, Kelly, Chief Longbow. Kelly says this, very interesting. One of these on the front lines. I know, not that front line, the front line. No, seriously. She says this, a customer came to my job or store in a full hazmat suit. I'm going to say and go out on a limb. What's wrong with that? No, seriously. Really? I mean, some people, like, don't even care at all. They're just like, hey, you're sneezing? Get some on me. Yeah, I don't care. Right? Not thinking about the people that they may infect. So let's try to keep that down to a minimum. I think that's the biggest lesson here, right? Like, are we going to listen to authority? No, I hate authority. Authority's terrible. What do they know? A lot more than we know. Let's face it, right? I don't know if you guys saw that little story I shared about the estimated numbers. It's not meant to panic anybody. It's meant to say, oh, yikes, maybe they have news that we don't know. Maybe, just maybe, they might know something. And maybe, oh, that's right. Is it conspiracy? Trump, no. Get that out of your head, because guess what? All these countries, other countries are doing it all around us. So is it a political move? All right. So anyway, those are just my opinions. Of course, you could totally disagree with what I have to say. However, I feel, again, do more good than bad. And of course, you'll be happy in the end. Because then once all this blows over, which it will, let's face it, how many times have we been like, and all of a sudden like, oh, it's not that bad. All right. So there you go. All right, Jesse, what do you think?
We got 10 seconds. Everything you said is true.
Yeah.
Everything will go back to normal. Don't act crazy.
Will. Yeah, we get through it each and every time. I mean, we've gone through some pretty bad stuff. Oh, my God.
2 seconds.
Welcome back. Yes, it is The Morning Show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. Joining our live TV audience over there at KVVB TV, Channel 33, Facebook Live, Periscope TV, LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live. My goodness, all these programs everybody can watch from online, from anywhere, as long as they have online service. Even if they don't have online, really? On their cell phone? Wow, we're great. Okay, this is wonderful. So, hey, if you're just following us for the very first time, why don't you go ahead and do a little like and a comment. Leave us a comment. We love to see comments. Even after the show, we love to see comments, because every now and then, you know what? I think throughout the day, whoever leaves a comment, I'm going to go ahead and repost little positive comments. So if you leave a really positive comment on this video, I'll go ahead and share it to my timelines. Deal? We all going to make that deal? Okay, let's see. So let's see. And you know what? I may or may not put actually, I'm just going to keep your first name and your last initial. That way I don't call you out, okay? Although if you want me to call you out, say you have my permission to use my full name. Okay, so there you go. A lot of you in social media tuning in. Let's see. On Facebook, all right, we got, let's see. Let's scroll down. I already know you people. No, yeah, Brenda, Josue, yeah, we already know you. Okay. Stephanie Reed, yes. Casey, let's see. Quick question here. I have to go to work in a warehouse with hundreds of others. Why? Because apparently throw pillows and a new outfit are essential, and retail distribution workers do not matter. I'm not going to lie. I kind of think of that same thing myself. However, there is a silver lining. Let's see. The question goes on to say, okay, here, we're going to stop with that. All right. First and foremost, Jesse, did you know, like, seriously, if you want a job right now, the best job probably to get is someone who's really hiring all the superstores, right? Every single one of them. I saw a report the other day where they were like, yeah, we really desperately need workers. However, and I do question this. I do kind of think about this, and sometimes when you go out there, you're checking out the teller. I mean, people are still pretty good decorum. I mean, everybody's like, okay, I'm paying for this. I'm not running and bailing like San Francisco. Yeah, calling you guys out. My goodness, terrible. So the rest of you, of course, right? You're out there, you're shopping, you're doing your thing. And of course, all of a sudden, somebody doesn't speed up to your liking, right? Because they're a worker, maybe they're a service worker. They're there working because they need to. However, many of them doing it without face masks. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they don't want to scare. They don't want to panic everybody. And yet all of a sudden, guess what? Will they get it? Will they not get it? Who's virus free? Who's not virus free? Inevitably, this is how it gets it out, right? Of course. So, of course, people are like, well, what are you saying? You think we should just shut down everything? No. However, what are the necessary recommendations? Wear a face mask, be cautious. Of course, even those that say, no, don't wear a face mask, because we're all running out of face masks. But if you go out and you're in the public and you're in a service industry, our poor nurses, oh my goodness, our nurses, our doctors, our whole healthcare. This was reminded, I was watching a New York, very interesting press release over on press conference, actually, in the East Coast. Of course, they are hunkering down like never before, right? Everybody's wondering, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? My hat's off to them. The authorities, that is. They're the ones in charge who are trying to make sure, A, there's enough ventilators for those that get extremely sick. Now, do the majority get sick? No, right? Let's face it. We all know this already. However, there's that little margin. And he said this. It's interesting. He said this, and I quote him. Maybe I shouldn't quote him. I'm not going to say who it was. Anyway, some people are saying, the numbers are everywhere, right? Majority are getting well and A-okay. So that's if there is any silver lining, the majority. That way people are like, and then how do you deal with this? You just stay home so that you don't infect others. But you, by the way, if you get it, more often than not, you'll probably be A-okay, right? The majority. Let's face it. We all know this. Okay. However, then there's a whole other amount of people that have to go to the hospital. Now, of course, there's those people that are like, I have it, help, treat me. And they, again, are going to be A-okay. However, the rest of us, oh, no. Yeah, not enough ventilators. Why? Because the ICUs are all being taken up, those beds. So New York is dealing with this, so they put out a huge call. Hopefully their answer will be answered, by the way. So, of course, they're putting this out there. They're like, okay, we need more ventilators. We need more beds. We need other areas to offer up so we can make them as makeshift hospitals. That's how bad it is on the East Coast. I feel for them. I really do. We have people, our friends are living there. Our very own Melissa Gonzalez of the Lioness Group. Oh, my goodness. How is she doing over there? I don't know. We might find out pretty soon. Who knows? However, of course, it's a tense time in places like this. It's tense. Let's face it. It's tense for all of us. It's tense when we go out. We see the anxiety on other people. We're like, don't come up too close to me. Safe distance. Am I sick? Are you sick? We're not sick. Oh my goodness. I see a mocha. Oh no, this is terrible. It's a cold. I don't care. It's a cold. I'm going to get that. We got that before. It was fine. Oh, that's right. And then there's those that need to test for it, but they're like, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm young. And then go out and pressing it all everywhere. This is why they had to shut down a lot of bars. They had to shut down the movie theaters. They had to shut down a lot of areas, which people are like, I don't care. Whatever. I'm good. I'm going to be that majority, which are going to survive this. I'm going to fight this. I'm not going to lie. I was that person. I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead. But I was like, I'm going to self-isolate, expose it to me, and then I'm dead, right? I don't want to pass it along to anybody else. That's the last thing I want to do. just in case anybody's going to pull that up and be like, he didn't clarify that. Yeah, I did clarify. I was ready to go into isolation. You know what? Maybe I'll still do that. I'm thinking of just getting this over with. However, okay, look, for the majority of us, right? Be careful out there. It's simple. Seriously, do good. And Casey, I do feel bad for you. I really do. So take the necessary precaution. Go get one of these, and look, I think, honestly, I'm going to go out on a limb here, but I really feel it would be in the responsibility of, let's say it is for hospitals because they're constantly around sick patients, anybody that has to be in a service environment. I think the employers should be a little bit more responsible and say, you know what, for safety's sake, why don't we all wear, at least for the time being, safety masks, right? I don't know. It's just thinking out loud here. Anyway, long story short, we got to take another break here on the morning show. But when we get back, I promise, there's good stories here coming up next here on the morning show. Stay tuned. That's right. Julie over there in social media. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. If this is your very first time, which evidently it is, she goes, what's your name? It's Aaron Michael Sanchez. Glad to have you with us. And we appreciate you. So keep watching, okay? We promise it's all positive. Okay, some of it's littered with like, fine, we got to cover this, we got to cover that, got to get that information out, make people aware. However, the biggest news of the day, be safe rather than sorry. That's it. Be safe rather than sorry. Wow, it's such a crazy concept. However, be safe rather than sorry. That's it. Simple. Be safe. All right, let's see. And I'm not saying go out and like raid and just get what you need for the time being. Next 2 to 3 weeks, probably going to be the biggest contagious, right? I mean, the good news, the silver lining, not sure if you guys saw the conference there, but Trump did talk about a potential vaccine kind of being, what was it? Green zone, green lit? I don't know. Sped up. That's right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Long story short. Okay. Let's go ahead and see the rest of you guys in social media, what you guys have to say. And let's see, Diana, we see you over there. Thank you. Oh, Casey, she goes, I love Trader Joe's, right? Seriously, Jesse, you really got, when they stock back up. And by the way, a lot of these stores are going to stock up. There is no shortage of demand on food, right? Just the fact that they could only carry so much at any given. Oh, gee, what's that, Jesse, you have on your face? I can't hear a word you're saying. Take the face mask off. I can't hear you.
No.
Just
coronavirus.
Mask. He's got it. It just tricked you. Okay. No, but seriously.
It's just a yard mask.
No, you can put it back on. We'll our TV audience will surprise. Okay. See, now we're working on this big surprise. But I got to set it up for you. Okay, Jesse, get it ready to go.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Diana Chenevert. Good morning. Oh, thanks. Let's see. Bobby, one of the silver linings. Love driving. Absolutely no traffic all day. Right? Oh, it's been so nice. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of like, why don't we all stay home? Let's all have virtual jobs. You know what? I could see something coming out of this, something positive. I could see a lot of people going, hey, you know what? That whole idea, could we work from home? I mean, when push comes to shove, a lot of things are kind of like, oh, yeah, if you twist our arm hard enough, we could figure it out.
2 seconds.
Thank you, Jason. That's right. It's the morning show.
That's right.
Here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. Joining our live TV audience over there at KVVB TV, Channel 33, Facebook Live, Periscope TV, LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live, and of course, Roku TV. Go ahead and add us for free. That's right. As long as you have a Roku device. I mean, you got to pay that initial Roku device. And they got all different levels, right? How many levels do they have? 5 different levels? I don't know. I just know I get the cheapest one, put it in, and then I've got everything streaming device. I'm telling you, if they're going to sell out of anything, Roku should be it. And then, of course, you can watch the morning show on your big screen television. You'll be like, I get to watch the morning show right here on KVVB TV. And then you hear us talk about that. And then you go like, oh, wait, where else can I hear them? KMET 1490 AM. What? I could download the app and listen to all the great programming 24/7. Talk about not having to stay bored all day, right? I mean, let's face it, it's no fun to stay home. It really isn't. The little guy, he's like, what? I have to stay home. At first, he's going to be guaranteed for the first week, he's going to be like, oh, this is amazing. This is great. I don't have to go to school. Yay. Right? Like kids all around the world. And then all of a sudden, they're going to hit that little like, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. Oh, God, I'm so bored. Remember saying that as a kid, Jesse?
Yes, all the
Oh,
time.
God. Okay.
All
So, whoa. Oh,
just
Jesse, okay, real quick. I thought you like left and a crazy clown came in. For those listening, you have no idea what just happened. Seriously. Jesse, would you like to describe, you know what, forget it. I'll describe it. It's on your face. Okay, so for those of you listening on the radio, I just saw the scary, I don't like clowns. I don't know about you guys, but Jesse has a very scary clown face, half clown face, really. You can see it's him. I mean, obviously it's his eyes and everything. However, he's got half of his face cut with this, oh my God, it's a scary, oh my God, terrible clown, which I don't like clowns, by the way. I'm just going to keep my eyes closed throughout this entire show. Jesse, hey, yo, you good over there?
Oh yeah, I'm really good. I wore the mask just for you.
Close your mouth. You're just keeping it open. Just nobody likes to see your teeth. And yeah, just close it up. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. All right. Anyway, long story short. So Jesse, you're keeping safe over there. I do appreciate that. You might have want to worn that the entire time. However, there you go. You're exposed us all. Okay. Thank God you live in a bunker. Literally, he does. Like it's like just right there. Not that he doesn't like he goes home to like a nice family, but when we put him up in the studio over there, it's literally a cinder block of a bunker. So I think you're probably the safest person. You don't have to like, seriously, he runs the whole show, the whole station right there in that studio. It's amazing what we could do when we put our minds to it, isn't it? All right, there we go. Let's see. Bobby Stamps, by the way, in social media, big social media comment. Love driving, absolutely no traffic all day. Yeah, seriously, it's really nice sometimes in certain parts. There's some people I've been seeing, like my cousin, she's like, there's traffic everywhere. That was like 2-3 days. Because everybody's like going out, mad dash, like, right? You know, trying to get everything before they go home. However, with kids home, of course, parents are like, oh, shoot, what do I do? I mean, I feel sorry and I feel really bad for the working community, especially those single mothers, those that have I mean, seriously, like they depend pretty much on kids to go to school. They take care of them, and then they don't have to pay for daycare. So I could see a lot of families starting to bunker down and be like, hey, can you help out? Hey, dad. Hey, mom. Hey, cousin. Hey, somebody else that, oh, you're out of a job? Psh, I'll help you. Can you help me out? Just help me help us. All right. So I can see a lot of people kind of coming together in on this. However, offer help, some help. I mean, just do what I do. Seriously. Put a little N95. What? They're selling out? Yeah, well then, I don't know. Okay, long story short, Bobby over there says Ross for less. He likes Ross for less. Okay, and let's see, scrolling down in the comments and social media, tell us where you guys are listening from. Perhaps we got some people tuning in from around the world. Let's see, we've got Diana Chenevere over there. Says, great job, Trader Joe's. That's a wonderful act of kindness. Oh, she's talking about the nice kind of act of kindness. If you're just tuning in, you missed a lot on the show, but that's okay. Go ahead and download us. It's very free on KMET 1490 AM. We've got a whole SoundCloud edition. You can listen to this for your listening pleasure and or on television. Of course, we always have an archive on KVVB TV on Facebook, also on Twitter. We retweet the show so you can watch it at any time. But there was a story about my mom. She got flowers. It was amazing. There's the end. There you go. She was happy. The man was happy. I'm sure he felt good just for doing it. He really did. He seriously did. I still don't know the guy's name. But there you go. I might go back, take a picture, be like, this is the guy. Okay. So anyway, long story short, let's see. People asking how's it going in the Caribbean? Yeah, lots of really cool stuff. Hey, Francis over there tuning in. I know I've known Francis ever since a little kid. Glad to have you with us. Let's see, we got other people. Let's see, asking each other questions. And okay, so back to news, shall we? Here we go. Top of the news. Wow, people are wondering what to do. Do you gonna get you're gonna go to the gym? Gyms are closed now. How do you keep fit? Oh, I don't know. At the house. I mean, let's see. What do we do? Jesse, any idea?
No, I don't.
All right, there's this. Here you go. A lot of you are going to appreciate this. My lady in over there, she's like, "What? We have a membership to the gym." You know what? Now that I think about it, I hope they comp us for that. However, check this out: 10 free workout apps to keep you fit while staying home and social distancing. So we're only going to cover the top three. You ready for them, Jesse?
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay, number one on the list. Actually, it's number three, but we're going to make it number one. The Adidas app offers workouts that are anywhere from 7 to 45 minutes long. Wow. There are more than 180 workouts with detailed demonstrations. Users can join any level of tiered membership for added features. And of course, they got a bunch of information. You can go check it out. It's an app. You just download it. It's Adidas Training by Runtastic. Do you do Adidas? What type of shoe do you go with, Jesse?
Most of my shoes are Skechers.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's, I don't know what
Yeah, I
I
know.
go with. I just go with the ones that are comfortable. I really don't look at brand. It's really weird. I'm a weird person that way. Okay, so but Adidas, good job. We applaud you. And then there's this one. There is 30-day. It's called the Squat Challenge. Yeah, 30-day. Oh, there's another one, evidently. 30-day Squat Challenge. Squat exercise, 30-day fit body. I know a lot of ladies out there. They're like, ooh, I want to do this. Okay, so you're probably thinking I could just squat on my own, right? Well, what's so special about this app? It's simple. This app provides a month-long journey to perfecting the squat and dramatically, wow, you're going to end up so fit at the end of this, dramatically increasing. Yeah, all those people are like, I never get a chance to like work out. Well, you're home 24/7. Like, dramatically increasing the number of squats a user can do in a day. Over the course of the month, the squat workouts slowly get harder and harder until the ultimate challenge on day 30. There's also a 30-day ab challenge. Oh, sign me up for that one. I want hard rock abs. By the end of this, no, you got to eat. Watch what you eat. I have been. News on that later. You know how much weight I lost, Jesse? Oh my goodness, 9 pounds. 9 pounds. Yeah, I'm doing this whole challenge. You got to follow me on social media. I'll tell you there. I'm not allowed to tell you here, but I'm allowed to tell you over there. Join me, Aaron M. Sanchez, on all platforms. Aaron Michael Sanchez, Aaron M. Sanchez. Just find me. I'm everywhere. And you'll see the little 30-day challenge I already instituted before this whole coronavirus. Yeah, now you got to stay home. You don't got to stay home when you're careful out. Be careful who you're around. Social distance. Keep a proper distance, 6 feet away. Yeah, actually, you can't even dine in anymore. You have to take to go. Hint, 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 wink, wink, wink. I got some good suggestions. By the way, at 10 o'clock, follow me on Aaron Michael Sanchez, my own social media platforms. I'm going to go live from a special secret location, and I'm going to give you a really good tip. Really good. In fact, they have a special, which we're going to offer. I can't say the name. I'm not allowed to. Anyway, long story short, Aaron M. Sanchez. Okay, follow me on social media. We're going to go live from a secret location, which we have yet to announce, although the majority of you have been following me, kind of get an idea because I've been talking about it for like the last, 8 days. So follow us, okay? Me, really. Aaron M. Sanchez, all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Which ones do you use, Jesse?
I just use Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram. Okay, all right. We're there too. Let's see, Snapchat. We don't do that. I don't do that. And then what's the other one? TikTok. Maybe we should do TikTok. It's so hard to go viral now. It's like, what dance are you going to do? The 30-day challenge. Hint, wink, 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 wink. Okay, I don't know. But I do know this. So you could do this. It's a 30-day push-up challenge. Ooh, chest, biceps. Yeah. I'm going to be so fit at the end of these 2 weeks. For those seeking an all-around experience, it's the 30-day squat challenge. You can download that. Whether it's free or not, it is free, but it offers in-app purchases. So there you go. And then there's this one, Nike Training Club. Yeah. Who doesn't love a little Nike? I think a couple of my shoes are Nike. Oh, yeah, that's right. My lady bought me nice red ones. Anyway, then she brought me nice black ones with white little. It's cute. The Nike branded app has over 185 free workouts for all levels. Workouts include strength, endurance, yoga, mobility training. Over time and regular use, the app, it will get to know what users like to do and start offering recommended workouts based on those preferences. So there you go. Lots of options, right? And there's many more. Seriously, this list has like 10 of them. You just go through the list. Should we share it? I don't know. Would you want to work out via an app? What do you think, Jesse?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, especially if you don't feel like going to the gym.
Yeah, well, can't. They're closed. So yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. And you're right though. You could save additional cash, right? You don't have to wait. We don't even have to say. We don't need to. No, I really like our gym. Our gym's really good, by the way. It's called The Gym. Literally easy, simple, easy to remember. Love it. Okay, stuck at home. We have options. Then there's famous museums that offer virtual tours you can take on your what? Couch. That's right. People are like, really, seriously, we got options for you up the wazoo. So, a lot of you are probably going into self quarantine. For the many of you that, again, are going to get well at the end of it, I think Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, we have news on her. Okay, we'll share that next on the next segment. But yeah, so you got to go into self quarantine. You're one of these. You're like, oh no, what's there to do? Oh, read a book. So bored. I've only got one book because I forgot to go shopping. So I go online. I watch some movies, Netflix. Oh, did that, binge watch that. 2 days, 3 days at the max. You're like, I'm kind of bored with that. What do I do next? Maybe go to a museum from home. What? That's right. It's actually a thing. So let's see. Let me scroll down. Let's see. Okay, so here are some of the lists of the ones that you can go ahead, and we're going to go with the first top 5. Here's the top 5. You ready? Number 5 on the list. We really need a number thing, and then number 5. Okay, that's okay. National Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art from all the way from Korea. Wow, did you know that you can actually go ahead and tour Korea? Yeah, one of Korea's popular museums can be accessed from anywhere around the world. Google's virtual tour takes you through 6 floors, count them, 6 floors of contemporary art from Korea and all over the globe. So all you have to do, go to the virtual tour, bada bing, bada boom. You know what? That's a good idea, by the way, with kids. And then you kind of tour together, right? I think we're going to take a tour with some of these with the little one. It's a good learning experience. You know what? We can't do we can't go, but we can do virtually. So you okay with that? Okay, let's do that. Let's see. In Paris, I don't even want to say this name. I know I'm going to mess it up. Then I'm going to be getting hate mail all over. This is how you say it. Don't misrepresent. We're watching. So in Paris, you can virtually walk through this popular gallery that houses dozens of famous works from French artists who worked and lived between, get this, 1848 and 1914. Get that? 1914. Wow, that's a long time ago. Over 100 years ago, right? Get a peek at artworks from Monet, and a bunch of other people I cannot pronounce, but you'll be much more smarter for having watched it. So there you go. And then there's the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. Wow. This famous American art museum features 2 online exhibits through Google. The first is an exhibit of American fashion from, get this, 1748 to even an older time, 1895, including many renderings of clothes from the colonial and revolutionary eras. Then there's New York. God, we gotta love New York, right? Prayers for New York. My goodness, a lot of people hunkering down over there and getting sick, by the way. Why? Closely populated, dense population that makes for a breeding ground. New York, Google Street View features, lets visitors tour the Guggenheim's famous spiral staircase without ever leaving home. What? Yeah, from there you can then discover incredible works of art from the Impressionist, Post-Impressionist, Modern, and Contemporary eras. I have no idea. I never was a big museum junkie, but I think after this I'm going to be like, oh my God, Jesse, you got to go from your comfort of your home. Seriously, on your couch. London, British Museum. Yeah, you could tour the British Museum. Okay, so see, you could I wanted to go. I had to cancel that trip. Not yet. The iconic museum located in the heart of London allows virtual visitors to tour the Great Court and discover the ancient Rosetta Stone. It's not just a software you download to learn another language. It's an actual thing. And Egyptian mummies. Yeah. Okay, we're going to stop with the impressions. You can also find hundreds of artifacts on the museum's virtual tour. So go ahead, check that out. That's number 1. You could do the list. Okay, we got to take another break here on The Morning Show. I promise we got news. It's called Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson. What's going on over there? We'll talk about that next here on The Morning Show. This one, I don't know how I feel about it, but I do like it. Thank you for sharing this in social media, by the way, Francis. I grew up with Francis. It's so weird. We're like, whoa, all these years have passed. It's crazy. Her mom and grandma, speaking of grandmothers, actually babysat me. I was like, how old was I at the time? God, it was way back. I think as little as 3, 4, and 5, maybe, and then a little bit further up. So we were like, you know what Rugrats, that show? Do you know that? Do you watch that, Jesse? You ever watch that Rugrats?
Rugrat. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that show.
Yeah. So she had the hair. I don't want to embarrass her. Long story short, she had red hair. So she reminds me of like that other character, and I don't know which one I am, but I'm probably the main character because main character. Okay, no, but seriously, yeah, and we would like make mud pies. I remember that out in the front lawn, and those are fun times. It's funny, you don't appreciate it when you're there because of course I was always getting in trouble. Yeah, Gilda, that was her name, Gilda. Gilda took care of us, and Gilda, when you're a kid, you're like, why are you so grumpy? Why are you so mean? Why are you so mad? And now you have kids of your own. You're like, oh my God, I make myself mad. Oh, this is terrible, right? Because you remember what you were like as a little kid. I don't know. I don't care. You're in the mud. You're like, it's fun. It's mud pies. Don't put that in your mouth. What's wrong with you? Those are germs. You're like, it's mud. I love mud. Then you come in all dirty. They're like, oh, you don't know how to wash your hands. Yes, I do not. So I understand why poor Gilda, she was so, good memories. Thanks, Francis. Thanks for reminding me of that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, she posted it in
2 seconds.
Pretty cool. That's right. It's the morning show right here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Joining our live TV audience over there at KVVB TV, Channel 33, Facebook Live, Periscope TV, LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live, and of course, our very own Roku TV. Glad to have you with us. If you're just joining us, we've been talking a lot. Coronavirus. Yes, that's right. It's the talk of the town. Pretty much you're going to hear it every hour on the hour right here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM, where, of course, the latest breaking news, you can definitely be and literally keep your finger on the pulse just by listening to it. Although I know a lot of people, nothing against our own channel, that are wanting to disconnect just for a bit, right? For example, speaking of connection and disconnection, our top story of the day, why you ask? Maybe it's a silver lining for the majority to not be all panicky over there. Yeah. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, are released from, get this, the hospital. Why, you ask? Maybe because they're feeling a little bit better. I don't know. Let's see. So here we go. Here's the story. The actors, of course, have been released from the Australian hospital and will remain in self-isolation after being treated for COVID-19, the disease caused by the coronavirus, their son said in a video statement Monday. Yes, this is what he said. Chet Hanks, we all love him. Chet's so great. He looks just like his dad, too. The actors will remain in self-isolation in a rented home in Australia, but are feeling a lot better. Yes, of course. So there you go. Their son, Chet Hanks, said, let's see, their here we repeated that. Mr. Hanks and his wife, of course, both, get this, he looks really good for his age. How old do you think Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are? By the way, same age. Crazy, right?
Are they the same age? I don't want to say the age then.
Just, you can't be wrong because, we're going to give the age anyway. It doesn't matter.
67.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Okay, edit that out. 63. It's 63. Don't ever say that to their face. Hopefully they'll never watch. They won't. They're at home just waiting to watch something. Got it. You know what? Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, you look great, by the way. Okay, they tested positive for the coronavirus. Of course, that was last Wednesday. Mr. Hanks was in Australia filming a movie about the life of, get this, spoiler alert, Elvis Presley. What? My mom's going to be so happy. She loves Elvis Presley, seriously. Mr. Hanks, known for star-making turns in films like Saving Private Ryan, Forrest Gump, is the most prominent celebrity known to have contracted the virus lately. I don't know if you guys saw this. Idris Elba, he as well. He's like, ugh, great. I love his voice. He's got that deep London. You know that voice that he has? You know who I'm talking about, Jesse? Idris Elba? He's amazing. I love his voice.
Yeah.
Any person.
Yeah, I love his little quote from Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Ooh. Remind me.
Giant monsters coming out of the ocean, and we build giant robots to fight them.
Oh, that's right. He was in that, huh? I forgot about that. He's so like
Yeah.
he could do anything he sets his mind to. Anyway, yes. So, but he's gonna have to stay home. Idris Elba. Did you see him? There was a whole scene where he was. Yeah, long story short, it's really not interesting. Okay, so Mr. Hanks said last week. Let's see. We felt a bit tired, like we had colds and some body aches. Wink, wink. Felt like I had a cold, but had body aches. We, Hanks, will be tested, observed, and isolated for as long as public health and safety requires. Responsible man. I'm telling Hanks I could conquer the world. Nah, Yeah, young ones out there, you kind of need to learn from this. And any of you other ones in between, I could recover. Be responsible. Since then, a slew of public figures have said they have tested positive. Again, back to actress. Let's see. Actress? No, actor. Idris Elba and an Iranian vice president. I think Trudeau, his wife as well. They're both self-isolating. Going to be very close for 2 weeks. Just saying. Representative for the couple confirmed news reports that they would remain in self-quarantine at a rented home in the northeastern state of Queensland. Everybody's like, Queensland, that's where you're at. Let's go take pictures. Guaranteed. Paparazzi. As long as you wear a face mask, stay outside. Mr. Hanks has thanked Australia for taking such good care of us while in isolation. It seemed he even had a chance to try some local cuisines. Interesting. He's sharing what he's eating. A lot of those are going to happen, including me, Aaron Michael Sanchez, and Brenda Higuera. Go follow us on social media. Aaron M. Sanchez, her at 35 Lifestyle, posting a photo of toast with Vegemite, a popular Australian spread, next to a plush kangaroo. Australia, of course. Did he get? I read somewhere that's like people were attacking the fact that he's eating Vegemite, and he's like, "Oh, this is really good for you," and they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't say that." That's his opinion. Let him say his opinion. Seriously, you don't need to listen. Why do you have to bash people that are trying to put out some good information? At least he's not freaking out over there going and stealing items. Seriously, people. All right. Anyway, there you go. So that's it. What have we learned from today's morning show? Well, have we learned anything, Jesse?
Yes, of course. We learn something every day.
He's like,
It
I have paid
pays
no
to do a
attention to
random
this
act of
whole. See, there it is. Yes, you got it. What does it say it one more time, Jesse?
It pays to do a random act of kindness.
That's right. Look for ways to make somebody else in your own community. I know. You're thinking, I can't visit them. Social distancing. Oh, wait. What do I have in my hand? A phone? That's right. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Man, we are so more socially connected than ever before. But what do? We sit there, we scroll. Trust me, I do this, by the way. I scroll, comment, ooh. Pick up the phone, put a list together, 5, 10 people. Once you're really bored, hey, what's going on in your life? What are you not posting on social media? Are you okay? Is there anything I could do to help? I'm good. I just had coronavirus. I'm done. I can see Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson. They're so good to do this. So we'd be like, how can we help the rest of humanity, mankind? How can I help? How can you help? That's the better question, right? So, okay, I'm going to have to figure this out. Yeah, we're going to try to do that, a little bit of that later on. Follow me on social media, all platforms, Aaron M. Sanchez. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. Great to have you with us. We hope you'll come back with us tomorrow right here on The Morning Show. Stay tuned. All right, we appreciate you. Look, there's a lot of headlines. They're all there. You're going through the headlines. Our show is not meant to be the show that says, okay, beware, watch out, go fear, panic. Yeah, no. We don't do any of that, okay? Here's what we do on the morning show. What we do is we want to eventually inspire hope. We want to get you, the viewer, yes, happy. We want to bring you up, get you happy to live in the day, get you not mad, not sad, not angry. No, we want all that pushed to the side. We want to remind you, even if it's just for a little bit, that actually, guess what? That's right. We all are going to be here in the end, eventually, right? Let's face it. At the end of the day, do you really want to regret what you're going to do? No, I certainly hope not. I don't want to regret what I do. And you, why would you want to regret anything, right? So how can you not regret? Let's see. Maybe by thinking of others, putting others around you before yourself. What? Wow, that's a noble concept. Who? What? Yeah. Think of others around you, all around you. They're all around you, each and every one of you. You're like, well, who's around me? Oh, you got coronavirus, stay away. Okay, safe distance. Hey, hi. This is what I do. Virtual high five. right? Just have fun. Seriously. I mean, look, we're all going to get through this. Seriously, we're going to get through it. But more acts of kindness than acts of badness. And let's face it, we're going to see it. Newsflash. It's going to happen. However, more acts of kindness that are good will dispel the bad. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. Remember, life is worth living. Live it well. Bye-bye, everybody.